Yeah, it's a little bit.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
And I'm Lauren.
And this is the bar class. Kettlebells right behind us and bars or balance aids on our side. Lauren's going to start a tiptoe style warm-up and get ready for presses for upper body strength and pliés for lower body mobility.
And everything in between.
And
we'll see where it takes us today. Let's first start at the feet and pull our foot to that demi or lunge foot position. We're pressing out of our lunges today, so let's warm those toes up, then go up and come down on the other side. Ankle and knee are in that forward direction. It's an up, a gentle land switch. This time, let's bend that back knee, push into the floor to extend, drive up to two balances, knee bend, knee bend. Then press up, push, land on a full foot. We'll stay on that full foot this time, and on that bent foot, we'll use our toes to point, gently flex around over the toes, then go back over the toes to the demi or lunge foot, go up, switch, point the toes, gently flex around over, roll back through the foot. Let's go up, hold a quick balance. We have our cheeks squeezed, our kneecaps pulled up, our abs lightly braced. We're breathing underneath, holding, and then descending nice and slow. Give that a little shake out. And next, we'll warm up our lunges here for those presses. Taking a leg, we'll step it back into a drop back lunge position. Once we're here, let's just think about tension we need to pull ourselves down. So we're pulling the floor forward and backwards. We're pulling that front leg in and driving that back hip forward, trying to keep the bowl of punch of hips nice and level as we land. Next, let's push down in that front leg, pull it in, do one knee towards over toe, working on that ankle mobility, and then push the floor forward to come back up. Let's push forward and back into this to stand all the way back up. And this time, for added bonus if you want, could you pull the front heel up off the floor? Keep the heel up high off the floor as you descend slowly back to that lunge position again. Then soft landing on the heel. This time, we'll push forward and back and stand up together. Shake that out. Repeat the same thing on the other side. Take a single leg, step it back, keeping your shoulders on top of your hips. First, pulling the floor together underneath you as you descend, keeping the hips nice and level. Once landed, we'll keep that tension and gently drift our knee towards over our toe, and then push forward to come back up to tall. Pushing forward and back, creating tension to hover, and then back up to that split stance. Woo. Next, lift the front heel up off the floor. Again, pull yourself down. Control the down, keep the heel high, 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 and then place it back down. And last time, we'll go forward and back and up together. Let's shake that out. Let's get down using a forward fold, a quick plank, splits, and then hold our kettlebells. A forward fold with your arms across your chest or in T-Rex, pull your shoulder blades together, tuck your chin. Start rounding at those high vertebrae of your neck. Then think about keeping your shoulder blades together and trying to round through your rib cage. You're pulling in your belly button. You're trying to look into your belly button as you come down here. I'm also trying to keep the weight towards the forefoot of my foot as I roll forward. Next, I'll let my arms go and dangle for a second, maybe bending one knee and straightening the other. And then we'll walk out to our first plank position. In our plank position, either from our knees or our toes, our hands are underneath our shoulders are pulled down, our butt cheeks are squeezed, our abs are braced, and without moving, we're pulling the floor together underneath us. We're engaging all our muscles, creating lots of tension as we'll press out of this position, standing version, in a few minutes for 3, 2, knees down, and let's get on into the
splits or that tall sit position. So straighten those knees, externally rotate the hips, meaning the kneecaps face the ceiling or the back wall behind you. And at the hips, we're always trying to maintain that cow tip, that anterior tip posture. Take a couple breaths here, maybe engage in a little side-to-side slide. And as we said last week, some people might have a lot of mobility here, a lot of movement, and some people might be very stiff. If you are in the camp of having a lot of range, make it hard with that tension piece to bring it back to center. Flexibility, then that mobility piece, linking it to strength. 1 or 2 more of the side-to-side slide. And again, we have nice high tension feet here. Lauren's showing her pancake style ballet feet, and I have my karate feet here. But hey, check out those adductor groin lines, sit nice and tall. And now that we're down here, are you close by to your kettlebell? Let's get warmed up with that firing range position that starts with a cuddle position. We get a nice firm, deep grip on the kettlebell, pull down our shoulder, and then roll to your back, 2 hands up to the sky, and as allowed, take away the off arm, in this case it's my left, place it on the floor, and just go through the checklist of how that kettlebell feels today on the arm and on the body. The shoulder blade is packing, the elbow is straight, and the pinky is pointing towards the ceiling. Then take 2 hands on, bring it down with control, back to that fetal or cuddle position, and then switch your feet over the bell, and we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. So it's the cuddle, the 2-hand roll, and press. And from this position, again, we could use those 2 hands, but build confidence, build strength as you take the other hand away. And the checklist includes engaged abs that you can breathe and maybe even talk behind, and firm grips, straight elbows, pack shoulders, hold for a couple seconds longer.
Straight wrist.
Straight wrist. There's always more cues. And then pull the elbow to the hip and then turn back to the ground. No rules here. Maybe come up without those hands though, as we stand up and shake it out. Lauren and I will be doing our military press from different positions today, standing, kneeling, and in that tall kneel as well. And if at any time those positions are a little challenging for you, perhaps just come back to that firing range position and experience time under tension with the bell. Until then, shall we go to the bar, work on some hips?
Sounds good.
All right, so grab that balance aid. And today we'll save the pliés just for a second. But first, let's do our dégagés and our tendus first. So we have our feet in the first position there, and just point a single repetition to the front and land toe ball heel on the return. Push through the floor, present the heel forward, and again, back underneath. Let's repeat to the back side with those straight knees, of course, and often that's that cross pattern where we'll go one more time out to the side and then in. From this position, let's just do a plié with flat feet, and then push the hips through. We'll do a plié with flat feet to a certain point, and then let's just do a grand plié there, or getting low in a sissy styled squat, and then press the heels down and push the hips through. Now let's repeat that on quad pattern, dégagé style, or off the floor. So point to the front, underneath. Point to the side and pull under. Reach to the back, back to first, then out to the side and first. And one more set of pliés. We'll do our flat-footed plié first. Press those hips through, pulling up the knees, and then pull yourself low. Get a little bit lower, and then on the way up, connect the heels first, extend the hips second, and a little balance here to finish this side, where we'll pull up that ankle to that coup de pied position. Hold with the assistance of the bar or with those hands in that nice strong first position, and finish in a tall first. Shake it out, and repeating on the other side. We have flat feet on the floor the whole time, tendu out front, first, side, first. Straighten those knees. I need that cue on this left leg a lot of the time, and then point out to the side and first. A flat foot plié, and then press through. Use the flat feet, and then pull up those heels as you get lower, then connect heels, push hips through. Now, to the front, off the floor, to the side, off the floor. Straight leg using your butt cheek to the back, to the side one more time, and a flat foot plie and press through. And then use the flat feet, peel those heels up to get low, press down, finish tall, pull up to that last balance that finishes the set. And the knee is pointing side, the toes are pointing down. Breathe, return to that strong position, and shake.
All right, for today we have the number 2 in mind, so 2 presses in each position. And as Ian talked about, we'll be pressing from different positions today, including our lunge and our tall kneel. But we'll start right now with a standing press. Remember, you can go back to holding that firing range on the floor if you feel more comfortable with that, or even practicing your rack hold here. So you're over top of the bell, no matter what you're doing, unless you're on the floor, you're using your hinge. You're gripping the bell, you're pulling it into that rack position, and if you're ready to press, you're rooting your feet, bracing your abs, squeezing your butt cheeks, as you press for 2 reps. Putting the bell down, using your hinge, standing up without, and repeating the same thing on the other side. So hip hinge, grip bell, pull to rack, and it's up. 1, tension throughout the whole body as you press, just like you did in your plank. Pull the bell back down, return it to the floor, stand up without. See you soon.
Where's the shake? There we go. There we go. Stay nice and loose as well. Let's go back to the bar. Integrate those 2 shapes, being the squat or the plie and the leg straightening piece, and move a little bit. Let's start on a straight leg. Tendu to the front, land toe ball heel, tendu to the back, and then close the feet together. Tendu to the back with the inside leg, toe ball heel, point to the front and under. To the side, toe ball heel, and then pull those feet together in first away from the bar, and reach to the bar, push away from the bar, and arrive back in first. To the back, toe ball heel, point out front, close first, then that inside leg lands toe ball heel, we tendu out the back, and return. Omit the cross here, and just go right into a dégagé of the same exercise. Point front, land, flick out back, return first. Off the floor at the back, off the floor at the front, and back to first. Off the floor, land together. Then keep those knees straight, absorb the landing through the feet as you reach back, toe ball heel, and front. Now leg front, flick back, pull first. Let's do the en-croix for the last time, out to the side, and then in, and back to the bar. Keep it off the floor, find that ankle coup de pied balance, and then find that demi-point or the releve balance here on those lunging styled toes in the back. Hold for time. Return to a tall position and down. We'll scurry over. We'll do the same thing now on the other side. If I can remember, in fact, what we did. But we took the outside leg on the floor, toe ball heel. Then we tendu back and arrived first. Then that inside leg lands, point to the front and under. Then to the side, toe ball heel, tendu away from the bar, and then push away from the bar to return towards it. Out the back, straight legs, point front, back first, then that inside leg leads us back, and we return. Omitting the cross, this time we'll go to the front off the floor. Stepping a little bit further, with more power, toe ball heel, return first. Flick off the floor, push away, keep those knees straight, keep those toes pointed, and then to the back, toe ball heel,
keep those inseams forward.
Ooh. Always share some more cues. Here we go. We got one more on cross or to the side now. Push away. Then, oh, good. I messed that up. Close first. Good call. Pull the bar. Pull the ankle. Lauren's good cues got me mixed up there. So hold your balance. Squeeze your bum. It's that rib cage over hips. Strong arms in that first position or on the hips or use the bar. 2 points. Back to first. Then we'll shake and wiggle those calves away. And I'm excited to see what Lauren has in mind for the press.
After feeling those hips from those hip exercises, it's now time to engage our core a little bit more and press this bell overhead. We're going to come down to our lunge position. So pick a leg and let's go into our step back lunge. So one leg goes back. Let's use this time to use our legs. Slowly pull yourself into this lunge position. First round today of lunge position. You're going to take the bell and keep it in the same arm as your back leg when you press. So what I like to do is bring my bell close to my body, still use my hinge, pushing my hips back, pull it into the rack position, brace your abs, squeeze your cheeks, press the bell overhead, pull it back down, and repeat a second time. Pulling the bell back down, using your hinge, get your tension to push forward and back, stand up to tall. We'll repeat the same thing on the other side. Other leg drops back. Pull yourself down into that lunge position. Soft landing. Use your hinge. Same arm as back leg with the bell. Pick it up and up. 1, pull down. Up. 2, pull down. 2 hands on. Place the bell down. Push forward and back. Stand up tall.
Standing up tall.
Next time, other side.
Other side. All right. Quick one, then a nice slow one after. it's 8844221111. I always feel like I missed that one. But we're going quick actions to the side for those adductor muscle groups. Face the bar, use your balance aid, or challenge yourself in center. We'll start on the and for 8 repetitions. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lauren's going quick today. We'll switch sides.
Well, because I'm used to what you normally do.
3 and 4, 5 and 6. I love it. 7, 8. Now 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now 2 quick. 2 quick. Single, 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 single. Excellent. Now switch sides. Same thing. 3, 2, 1, and 1. 2, 3, and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 quick. 2 quick. Single, single, single.
The whole point of that is to do that without moving your upper body.
It was super stable.
Keep that tight.
I happened to check you out of the side of my eye there, and it looks nice and stable. Now, one just nice slow exercise here. On straight legs only, but just take that leg to the front. Use the turnout in the hip and reach the leg to the side. Keep the inseam up or externally rotate at the hip as you reach back, and then just pull it back underneath. Then just same thing to the back, so extend the knee, open like a key in a lock to the side, to the front. We'll pull back in, then we'll pull back through the ankle and challenge ourselves next at that passe hold. The hip is low, the femur or the knee is high, tailbone is pointing down. Toe tips also point down. Then return to your tall first position. Then we'll switch it up and do the same thing. Nice little round exercise on straight legs. Point. Arrive at the middle with pointed toes. Then maintain the turnout in both hips as we reach around from the side to the back. Pull through that first position. I love that. Go all the way out front. Then reach to the back with straight knees. Then turn out of that hip. As you reach back around to the front, it arrives back in first, then pull up and challenge yourself according at the ankle, or move along that passe position. And the cues again are the knees to the side, the rib cage over hips, toes and tail tip point down, and then finish in the first position. Progressing the press.
We're back to our lunge press here. So last time we pressed out of the leg that was behind us. This time we're going to press out of the leg that's in front of us. So position yourself accordingly. We have to come down into our lunge position. One leg forward, one leg back.
Oops.
Use your time to come down to the floor nice and slow, keeping your shoulders over top of your hips. Then set yourself up. We'll use our hinge, and the bell is going to end up on the same as that front leg side. So hip hinge, pull grip, see how it feels. Press 1. It's going to feel a little bit different than the last time. Press 2. Fires up that core a bit different. Put the bell back down. Get your attention pushing forward and back to stand up to tall. Repeat the same thing on the other side. Step back. Take your time. Pull yourself down. Try to keep that front shin vertical-ish. Then we'll use our hinge to pick up our bell. Put it into that front arm, leg, and press 1. Pull down. Press 2. Pull down. 2 hands. Park the bell. Push forward and back to tall.
Too tall.
Whew.
2 reps. Nice and light in the sense of low volume, but fill in those gaps and challenge the place to make it heavy. Back at the bar.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fondue time. Knees bend and straighten together with some nice little demi-point rises in the middle. So we'll start in that first position and pull up to that ankle coup de pied as we sit in our squat, and then straighten the leg out to the front. And back to that ankle coup de pied, and then out to the side second. Back ankle coup de pied this time, and reach rear, and then do the same thing one more time to the side. Then this time when we bring it in and we stretch the legs, we'll find the rise, and then the knees bend together, and we'll rise. Find the back ankle coup de pied, full stretch, and then one last time to the side. Now, perhaps stay on that demi-point or releve hold, find your passe position, center the universe, and hold your balance for an extra couple seconds here, and then return to that first position and shake. Same thing, other side, 2 quick times, flat foot first, releves second. So we pull up to the ankle position and then straight. Knees bend together, knees extend. Bend, extend with a straight kneecap, of course, and then to the side. It's a flat foot for now, and we'll releve as we point. Knee side, releve again. Find the back ankle, stretch reaching with your glutes, and then one last time, releve, hold at the side, passe second, and then breathe. Keep that rib cage over, maintain the turnout and the bum squeeze of the standing leg. Hold for a second, return tall, back to 2 points, shake it.
All right, we're back to the bell here, round 1, 2, 3, 4, round 4. We're going down on 2 knees here and press from a tall kneel. So with your feet in parallel, gently bend your knees towards over your toes. Peel your heels up, land softly, extend your hips, and we'll stay in this position to press. I do like to put the bell in front of me here. I'll use my hinge to pick up that bell and come back to that tall position. So hip hinge, pull the bell to the rack, tight butts, tight abs, pull down, up, pull down, and park. Whew. Give that a little shake. Wipe the sweat off your hands, off your mustache, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Hip hinge, grip, 1, pull down, 2, pull down, and hinge park. To stand up, we'll use or not use our hands, but rock back to that low squat. Find your heels, push yourself through, standing up tall.
Standing up tall. Woo is right. There's just a couple more exercises to do, and let's do a nice leg hold here, and then we'll take the bars away or the chairs and do some nice moves in center to finish. So let's return. I think I said leg hold, and if not, it's really a core hold. So let's pull up to that ankle or coup de pied position, and then stretch and hold the leg out front. For 3, 2, return, knee side, foot underneath the hip. Stay low if that's hard enough for you, or for one more repetition, find your passe position, and then a nice little attitude, but we're gonna straighten that knee out front and hold for an additional 2 seconds, then pull back to the passe, and then make it nice and tall to finish. Let's stick with the same leg and take 2 quick repetitions out to the side. So find that low ankle position first. The knee stays generally in the same position as you just aim to straighten and keep presenting that heel forward, and then ankle in. Find passe if that's for you. The hip is low, the knee is high, and we're continuing to send energy out of those toes, and maybe test yourself without the hands. Find passe, finish nice and tall. Shake it out. Spend more time there maybe the next time, but just always be able to come home with that level of control as well. So we'll pull up to the ankle, the knee is side, and then finding straight ahead of us with that maintained turned out position. Then back to that ankle down low. Stay there or follow along as we climb. We move through that attitude with a slightly bent knee and straighten that leg and return to passe and return to first. Then reaching that leg to the side second, find the ankle, the knee stays and we just extend it, pulling up those kneecaps, challenging your balance as you can. Find the passe, then climb. Finding the knee, and then reach towards your partner in the center of the room. Nice little tremble there. Back to the passe, and back to finishing tall. Last bar exercise there tonight. This is our last press as well.
So we'll finish and wrap things back up to the way we started today, our standing press to finish up. Let's keep the 2 reps, keep it strong, keep it even, and we'll use our hinge. Pick up that bell to the rack. Hit up 1, pull down, up 2, pull down, and then 2 hands, hips go back. Place it down, give it a little shake.
Shake is good.
Same thing other side. Think of that whole body tension as we press these last 2 reps. Here we go. Inhale, tight everything. A little bit of a relax on the down, and then up, tight everything. A little relax on the down. Pull that bell to the floor. Shake it out.
Whew. Excellent. Let's move those bells out of the way and invite you to do the same, because kicking a kettlebell hurts the toes. And then is it your turn or my turn to share a nice little weight transfer there, Lauren?
It's up to you.
Well, I'll do one and Lauren can finish with the other. So let's just do one that, again, embraces that nice little weight transfer, and then Lauren will do the same, I think, with a little more balance in it. So reach to the side, land toe ball heel, generally that second position. Now let's just pull ourselves down in a squatting position, keeping our upper body nice and upright. And when we stand up, pull those legs together. Then find that ankle coup de pied, reach out to the side, land toe ball heel. Then do the same thing to the other side. And then pick up and point. Now this time let's try to find a single base of support. It's cramping and squeezing that glute for stability, and point, and then land. And then same thing, power together, quick to the knee, and then point, and down. I meant ankle, but now I mean the knee. So come on up. Great, finding that ankle passe position, and then point. And then last repetition for me here, come on up, find your balance, a point, one last time in that plie squat, and then press through, and then pull those feet away and melt it. One more, Lauren.
One more.
Go for your classic.
One more leg
balance.
activity. So we'll start again in that first position here with our feet slightly turned out. We'll take a leg and just point it to the side, only as far as you can go, just to touch. Show me that inseam the whole time as you land on that foot. Let's first push into the floor and find that single leg balance. When we find a single leg balance here, we're stacked on top. We're trying to avoid leaning like a teapot, but keeping ourselves upright and lifting this leg with our cheek. Land, toe ball, heel, pull to feel those adductors, push away. Lift, feeling the cheek, staying nice and upright. Toe ball, heel, land. This time, pull so much your knee bends, knee towards over toe. Good ankle mobility exercise as we lift that standing leg. Hold, toe ball, heel. Pull yourself across, point, hold. Again, knees working towards over the toe, but we're supporting it with our butt and all the muscles around. Toe ball, heel, pull ourselves across. Engage those hamstrings. Hold, push down to go up. Keep showing me the inseam. Knee back over toe. Pull across, push away. Transfer, push down to go up. Hold. Last one, knee bend. Pull across. We put it all together here. Grand finale, push down. Try to find a balance up as high as you can get for 3, 2, heel lands, knee bends, pull across. One last time, knee over toe, straighten, double stretch, hold, get that heel off the ground. 3, 2, heel, knee, pull to center, push down and away to stand up tall. Whew, shake that out. Hips are fire, shoulders are pumped.
Feeling strong.
Just like the name.
Press and pliés.
You got it.
The bar class, Ian and Lauren. We go by many names, but the approach is always the same. It's 30 minutes of mobility exercises and strength. Thank you very much for joining us here today live on Thursdays at 4 p.m. As you said, for 30 minutes of some flexibility, some fitness, and always some fun.
If you haven't liked and subscribed to our YouTube channel, you should do that right now.
Please do.
And then once we close this window, you should go check out our Patreon page or our website and join our newsletter.
Yes.
Until Saturday, we will play with our body weight and do some really fun things like crawling and single leg squats.
Yeah.
We'll see you then. And then it all starts again next week. So take care, stay strong.
Train soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I hope though.